Hello, everyone, and welcome to Easy English Conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben. We're glad you could join us today for a very big and very important topic.
That's right. Today, we're talking about the future, specifically the future of artificial intelligence, or as most people call it, AI.
AI is everywhere now. It's on our phones, it helps us choose movies, and it's changing the world very quickly. This leads to a huge question that many people are asking. Will AI take our jobs?
It's a question that can feel a little scary, but it's also very exciting. In this 90-minute episode, we are going to explore this topic from different angles. We will look at the argument that AI will replace jobs, but we will also look at the idea that it will create new, different jobs.
Our goal is to give you the vocabulary and ideas you need to have your own conversations about AI in English. We'll break down the difficult concepts and make them simple and clear.
So, whether you are worried, excited, or just curious about AI, this episode is for you. Let's start by understanding what AI actually is. Okay, Ben, before we talk about jobs, we need to be clear. When we say artificial intelligence, what do we mean?
That's a great place to start. To me, it feels like something from a science fiction movie, like robots that can think and talk just like humans.
That's a common idea, and it's called artificial general intelligence, AGI, where a machine is as smart as a human in every way, but that is still science fiction for now. The AI we have today is different. It's often called narrow AI.
Narrow AI? What does that mean?
It means the AI is very intelligent, but only at one specific task. Think about the AI on your phone. It can understand your voice commands, but it can't write a novel or discover a new scientific theory.
Okay, that makes sense. So, what are some everyday examples of this narrow AI?
There are so many. Recommendation algorithms. When Netflix suggests a movie for you or Spotify creates a playlist you might like, that's AI. An algorithm is just a set of rules or instructions a computer follows. GPS navigation. When Google Maps or Waze finds the fastest route and tells you about traffic, that's AI analyzing data in real time. Chatbots. When you visit a website and a little window pops up asking, "How can I help you?" you are often talking to an AI chatbot first.
So, it's really about teaching computers to recognize patterns, learn from data, and make decisions to complete a specific goal.
Exactly. And a key part of this is automation. Automation is the process of using technology to do a task with little or no human help. AI is a very advanced form of automation.
Right. So, when people worry about losing jobs, they are really worrying about automation powered by AI.
Precisely. Now that we understand the basics, let's look at the first side of the argument, the fear that AI will replace human jobs. This is the part of the conversation that makes many people nervous. The idea that a machine could do your job better, faster, and cheaper than you can.
It is a scary thought. So, what kinds of jobs are most at risk? Which jobs are most likely to be affected by AI automation?
Generally, the jobs most at risk are those that involve repetitive tasks. A repetitive task is a job or action that you do over and over again in the same way. These jobs are often predictable.
Can you give some examples?
Of course, think about 1. Data entry. A person who types information from a paper form into a computer spreadsheet. An AI can now be trained to read documents and input that data almost instantly and with fewer mistakes. 2. Customer service. Many basic customer questions are the same. Where's my order? Or how do I reset my password? AI-powered chatbots can handle thousands of these simple questions at once. 24/7. 3. Manufacturing and assembly lines. Robots have been in factories for a long time, but AI is making them much smarter. They can now perform more complex tasks that once required a human. 4. Truck driving. Self-driving technology is improving very quickly. In the future, long-haul truck driving on highways could be heavily automated.
So it's about tasks that follow a clear set of rules and don't require deep, creative thinking or complex emotional understanding.
You've hit on the key point, Ben. AI is very good at tasks that are logical and data-driven. It's not so good at tasks that require empathy, creativity, or complex problem-solving in unpredictable situations.
This really helps to clarify the situation. It's not that all jobs are at risk, but certain tasks within jobs are.
That's a fantastic way to put it. But this change is still very real and can be difficult for people in those industries. It's a serious concern. However, it's only one side of the story. Let's take a break and then explore the other side, how AI might create jobs. We've looked at the two extremes, replacement versus creation, but the most likely future is probably somewhere in the middle. It's the idea of collaboration.
Collaboration? You mean humans and AI working together?
Yes, exactly. Think of AI not as a replacement, but as a powerful tool or a co-pilot that helps humans do their jobs better. This is sometimes called augmentation, which means making something greater or better.
Can you give me an example of what that looks like in a real job?
Let's take a few professions. Doctors. A doctor could use an AI to analyze a medical scan, like an X-ray. The AI might be able to spot patterns that are difficult for the human eye to see. The AI provides information, but the human doctor uses their experience and empathy to make the final diagnosis and create a treatment plan with the patient. Graphic designers. A designer might use an AI image generator to create 10 different ideas for a logo in just a few minutes. This saves a lot of time. Then the designer uses their creative skill and artistic judgment to choose the best idea and refine it into a final product. Lawyers. A lawyer could use AI to search through thousands of pages of legal documents in seconds to find the most relevant information for a case. This increases their efficiency, their ability to work well without wasting time or energy.
So in this model, the AI handles the repetitive, data-heavy parts of the job, and the human focuses on the parts that require creativity, critical thinking, and human connection.
You've summarized it perfectly. The job doesn't disappear, but it changes, it evolves. People will need to learn how to use these new AI tools effectively.
This all leads to a final, very practical question. If the world of work is changing, how can we prepare? What skills will be important in the future?
That is the most important question for all of us, especially for students and people early in their careers. The key is to focus on developing uniquely human skills that AI cannot easily replicate.
The skills that make us human, what are they?
Experts often talk about these 4 areas. 1. Critical thinking and problem solving. The ability to analyze complex situations, ask good questions, and find creative solutions. 2. Creativity. Thinking of new ideas, whether in art, science, or business. 3. Communication and collaboration. The skill of working well with other people, sharing ideas clearly, and building relationships. And 4. Emotional intelligence. Understanding your own emotions and the emotions of others. Empathy, leadership, and teamwork are all part of this.
And I would add one more, adaptability, the ability to learn new things and be open to change.
Yes, lifelong learning is essential. We must all become comfortable with learning new skills and new technologies throughout our lives.
So, to summarize our whole conversation, will AI replace jobs or create more? The answer isn't a simple yes or no.
That's right. The most likely answer is both. AI will automate certain tasks and replace some jobs, especially repetitive ones. But it will also create new jobs and new industries that we can't even imagine yet. And it will change almost every existing job, turning AI into a tool that we work alongside.
So, the future is not about humans versus machines, but humans with machines.
I believe so. It's a future that requires us to be thoughtful, adaptable, and to focus on our most human qualities.
Thank you, Anna. This conversation has made a very complex topic feel much clearer and less scary for me.
You're welcome, Ben. And thank you to all our listeners for joining us on this exploration of the future. We hope you learned some useful English and now feel more confident to discuss AI in your own conversations.
Join us next time for another episode of Easy English Conversations.
Welcome back. Before the break, we talked about the jobs AI might replace. Now, let's look at the more optimistic argument, the new jobs and opportunities that AI can create.
This is the part I'm really curious about. It's hard to imagine a job that doesn't exist yet.
It is, but we can look at history for clues. Think about the invention of the internet. Before the internet, there was no such thing as a social media manager, a web developer, or a YouTuber. New technology creates new needs and new roles.
That's a great point. The same thing happened with the car. The job of a blacksmith who makes horseshoes became less common, but millions of new jobs were created in factories, car repair shops, and road construction.
Exactly. This is called a technological revolution. It changes society and the job market. AI is our generation's technological revolution. So, what new jobs is AI creating right now? 1. AI and machine learning engineers. These are the people who design, build, and train the AI models. This is a highly skilled and growing field. 2. Data scientists. AI needs huge amounts of data to learn. Data scientists collect, clean, and analyze this data to make sure the AI works well. 3. AI ethicists. An ethicist is someone who studies what is right and wrong. An AI ethicist works to make sure AI is used responsibly and fairly and doesn't discriminate against people. 4. Prompt engineer. This is a brand new job. A prompt engineer is someone who is an expert at writing instructions or prompts to get the best results from an AI, like ChatGPT or an image generator.
Wow, a prompt engineer. That job literally did not exist just a few years ago. It shows how quickly things are changing.
It does. And beyond these technical jobs, AI will create jobs in other ways. It will create new industries. For example, personalized medicine based on AI analysis, or highly customized entertainment. These new industries will need managers, marketers, designers, and customer support, all run by people.
So the idea is that while some old jobs disappear, new and possibly more interesting jobs will appear.
That's the argument. The future job market might require different skills, but it might not have fewer jobs overall.